excited for the Braid run. Thank you, GDQ volunteers and runners, for a wonderful week so far. And on that note, I'm getting word we're ready for the mind-bending, time-stopping adventures of Braid. Take it away, KanBan.
Thank you, ateatree. Welcome to Braid. Welcome to this run. This game has a speedrun mode itself, so we're going to be using the speedrun mode of the game. Now, it has a challenge time of 45 minutes, but I think we might be able to just beat that. I'm going to give the GDQ crew, that's hard to say, a countdown, and we'll get this run on the road. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. The only game with a countdown in the game. Isn't that nice? So when you run this game in speedrun mode, we get a timer up on the corner there. So that's going to be kind of cool. But it's going to desync a bit from the real-time timer of GDQ. Since it has some freezes in the game here and there. I'm also happy to announce that this game has been upgraded to the 6-star category. This is the category where we will not only take the 60 puzzle pieces collectibles in the game, but we'll also take 6 out of the 8 possible stars to get. One of the stars, if you were to take all of them, would take 105 minutes to get, and during those 105 minutes I would be doing basically nothing. So that would be just a lot of boring puns from me, so we'll skip that star. And the last star of this game is only possible to get if you collect the other 7 stars, so we'll skip that one as well. But the other 6 stars are quite interesting to get and do require, if you want to get them quickly, it do require some speedrunning strategies. So we'll definitely get into that, and that's going to be quite interesting indeed. Yeah, this level right here is actually the level where the very slow hidden star is that I will be skipping. It's completely possible to play through all of Braid and complete every puzzle in the game without seeing a single star. So it may come as a surprise to some of you that there are stars hidden in this game, but we'll pick up most of them. I'm doing this first world a bit non-linear because the game actually forces me to. This puzzle piece right here actually has a platform on it, and I need that platform puzzle piece to get some puzzle pieces from the earlier level. And the same with this one. Additionally, this level is much easier to do from the right door, so it just fits really well to do it this way. Yeah, this is where we get the doors that you gotta kill every Goomba to open. There's only 2 of those in the game. There we go. There are some speed tech in this game too. If I hit, I just did one, that's why I mentioned it. You hit a corner, most corners here are rounded. You get a little bit of a corner boost depending on the platform you hit and depending on where you hit it. As you can see, this is a platform puzzle piece, and that's a platform puzzle piece, so I'm bringing this Goomba down, and I'm bringing myself up at the same time. I'm also putting it in a place for later. That's going to be for the star. Well, this piece is always interesting. There we go. Alright. There's also a booster on the ground here. Yeah, I hit it. There we go. That's actually a fairly recent discovery. There are, in this game where ground plates meet, kind of like you can see it in the editor where the 2 plates meet, there's usually a bit of an even ground that can boost you forward when you hit it. It doesn't save much time, but in this first world there's not that much time to save, so we just do everything we can. Of course, the main mechanic in Braid is the ability to rewind time, which I think you saw me do once. Now, we don't really do it that much. There we go, nice. We don't really do it that much at the beginning of the run, but it will be done a lot more in the next world coming up right now. That's the first one, actually. We're gonna skip this puzzle for now. It will be apparent as to why later. Every world in Braid introduces a new game mechanic, and in this world, it's items that are glowing with a green hue, and they are unaffected by time rewind. So I'm gonna go up and get this key. Since it's blinking greenish, I'm gonna rewind it back, because rewind is a lot faster, as you can see. Yeah. So the run will pick up some speed here. Oh, I thought I was going to go into a different level. Can be hard sometimes. So half of these clouds are green and half of them are not. So we're going to be freezing time here to kind of sync them up a bit. Also, I want to jump in the air here. It has like a lot of games has this coyote jump mechanic where you can jump a couple of frames after you leave a platform. It's quite liberal in Braid. You have 10 frames to jump after you leave, and it's going to be quite useful for some tricks later too. So this level you have this Goomba. It's technically not called a Goomba, but we just call it a Goomba. You have him bring the key for you, and that's quite a normal mechanic in this game later on too. We have Goombas bring us keys left and right. This is actually a pretty cool level. There's a cool trick here at the end where we will skip the we'll skip the intended way to do this by not leaving that platform open. And well, if I could, oh come on, this is a bit. I actually had it there when I forgot to jump. There we go. Yeah, that turning around there is a bit tricky. So in this level, we're introduced to a trick called a ladder jump. So if I stand on a platform and I start climbing a ladder, I can jump 10 frames and jump from where the ladder is, like this. So I can skip a whole puzzle there. I'm going to do the ladder jump again at the end of this level. And it's going to be used one more time in this run. Yeah, it saves a lot of time, but it's a really old trick though. It was discovered before I even started speedrunning, so I don't know who actually discovered that first. But it's quite useful. And probably not intended, as it skips some intended puzzling. But it's all part of the coyote jump thing that I mentioned earlier. That's the ladder jump again right there. And we're on to the next level. In this level, we're going to do the last part first, because we're waiting for a very slow-moving platform in the first part. And I'm going to finally be quiet for a bit, because I got to listen for an audio cue here. Oh, that was barely audible. I think I got it. Let's see. We'll see how I'm going to run past this. Oh, yeah, I still got it. There we go. All right. At the end of this level, there's a rabbit guarding the door, the exit door. And it's technically possible to enter the door the same frame you die, but it's frame perfect. But this is AGDQ, so we gotta try and go for a frame perfect trick. So we'll see how that goes. It's not right now though. Now we have to go over this section. Filled with Goombas. Can I make it? Yes, I can. Nice. Let's see, there's a really good corner boost here. Yeah, I got a corner boost at least. All right. Let's go for the frame perfect trick. Sometimes it just doesn't work actually, because it's fewer pixels than I move per frame. So we'll see. There we go. First try. All right. It's we're gonna have a kind of a boss fight here. This boss is green, but the chandeliers are not. So I can rapidly rewind to deal several hits. There we go. All right. Bit of mayhem there, but we got it. This level has one of the biggest skips in the game. It saves 40 seconds to jump right here. How about that? We skip running over the top. We skip the bottom part of the next half. You'll get to see why. It's pretty self-explanatory. If I can pull it off. That should be good. There we go. And then because of the coyote jump mechanic, we can do this. So that's pretty cool. And now, since I did this so quickly, the beam that's supposed to block this puzzle piece doesn't have time to block it from me, so I can just take it. I was supposed to go like way down here and get introduced to a new mechanic actually, that we won't even see till World 6 now, to get that puzzle piece. There we go, that's World 3. And we're finally going to be seeing one of those stars we've been talking about. It's hidden in plain sight. Okay, that sounded very poetic. Now, I got to be careful and actually not, like, I can technically soft lock this star, so I didn't do that. Well, shouldn't do it now. So I'm going to do most of this puzzle, but these two pieces are special. If I place one here, and I place the other one here, you can see that this has a shape of something right there. There we go, there's a star. That's why I didn't finish this puzzle, because I need these platforms again. Now I'm going to blind you. There you go. Enjoyed the sight. Come on. There we go. Now I can finish this puzzle. Alright, this is World 4, where time moves forward when I move right, and time goes backwards when I move left. It feels a bit like playing Super Hot in a platformer. There's gonna be a glitch there, which is quite new and interesting, but it's also very loud, so volume warning. It's coming up quite soon. I'll let you know right when it comes up. That's not the one, although that's loud. Okay, it's coming up right now. There we go. That's a cool trick. Oh, I got another glitch. I got the puzzle piece stuck on the screen there. That's a visual glitch that happens sometimes. I had 2 glitches in one. There you go. You get your money's worth there. All right. So that's very new. It was discovered a couple of months ago by a Chinese speedrunner named Chicken Leg. And we call it Chicken Leg glitch or spring loading. And yeah, it saves a lot of time. It's a little bit difficult to explain exactly how it works, and we don't know why it works, but we do know how it works. But you basically have to go inside the Goomba's hitbox without dying, which is actually surprisingly easy, and then jump without killing him, which is also easy in this world since you don't kill him unless you're moving right because of the time thingy. And then you gotta freeze on the same frame that the Goomba was supposed to die. And the longer you freeze, the more speed you get. And you get a ton of speed there. You can actually clip out of bounds in that level by just gaining a ton of speed. Unfortunately, out of bounds is just a black void. We just keep falling for like 3 minutes. And then the game just sends you to the menu. So, not very useful for speedrunning. Alright, we're gonna not use the Goomba to get the key for us. We're gonna use this rabbit instead because it's faster and much harder. And this is speedrunning. And I messed up the setup. Let's try that again. There we go. There's also a star in this level, and the reason I say that is to make sure I don't forget to pick it up, because I sometimes do. Oh, I gotta grab the ladder. There we go. So here we go. This is shoutouts to German for a new setup on getting the star much faster. See if we can pull it off. And also Bum Commando for finding this little thing I did right now. Alright, see if we get this. There we go. That's the new setup. Usually I would have to go further up and use more Goombas, but we save a lot of cycles by doing it that way. And here's the star. I don't actually have to jump on the cannon there, but it pans the camera up so you actually see me getting the star. That's quite nice. This level we have to use the Goomba to get the key for us, but it's all quite quickly, so don't blink. Let's see if we can pull it off. There we go. Oh, almost. Gotta grab that key. There we go. All right, this next level is really hard, and then it also has a star, which is like almost arguably the hardest star in the game. So if I mess up here, you know why. This speedrun tech. I'm gonna do the puzzle pieces first, and I'll do the star later. All right, first part down, that's good. All right, that's a good setup. All right, it was a bit weird, but we got it. There we go. All right, time for the star. Yeah, this star has a crazy new setup, which is, yeah, it's just hard. Just enjoy. I'm gonna jump at a random spot again for later rewinding purposes. That's the random spot, and then I barely get back in time for that one. This is gonna get me high up to a new area up here, and then I'm gonna get a Goomba up. Oh, almost. Almost got it. All right. We got to do the backup strat now. Oh, that's not the backup strat. It's not killing the Goomba. Oh, all right. Let's try again. That's the backup strat. What? Okay. It didn't go up. That's weird. Well, that's another one of those AGDQ that's never happened before. So that's always fun. Okay, he's up there now. All right, let's go. I did this so many times in practice, and of course, well, it's the way of AGDQ. Let's go. It's still hard. We're still not done. Still a lot of stuff that can go wrong. Let's see if we can... Okay, we got that part. Whew. All right. There we go. Let's go get a star. Here it is. That's one crazy hard star to get. Yeah, unfortunately, he tries to talk to us, but I have to move for time to go forward, so sorry, buddy. Some Bible thumps in the chat, I guess. Where are you going? Master Skywalker, there's too many of them. All right, let's finish this puzzle. Actually, I got time for one donation now if you want to.
I'd be happy to. We have $250 from Eladmir, who says, so excited to see KanBan85 running Braid. Excellent display of skill and mechanic abuse.
Thank you, Eladmir. He's actually a friend from high school, so that was quite touching. Thank you. Appreciate that. In this world, we have a shadow. If you ever played the Talos Principle, there's a mechanic there that's kind of similar. Basically, you do something and then you rewind time, and then the shadow will repeat what you did, like so. And I can kind of play with my shadow that way. And since the protagonist is called Tim, I like to call the shadow Tom. I'm going to be calling him Tom in the future now. So right now, we can aggravate this rabbit, and then Tom can give me this key. Like so. Thank you, Tom. Unfortunately, Tom will be dying a lot. While Tim will go on to live forever. Because he can rewind time. In the next level coming up, we're going to have another star. And it's also the only hard level in World 5. I say that, I'm probably going to mess up some other levels now. It's like when I'm a teacher, and if I say to the students, this is an easy math problem, like, that's the dumbest thing you can ever say. Because if they mess it up, they're not going to feel good about it, so. All right, we're going to send, oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, come on. Gonna send Tom down there, and Tom is gonna take a lot of beating in this level, let me tell you. We're gonna juggle a Goomba. This is what juggling a Goomba looks like. I don't know if there's any professional Goomba jugglers out there. Oh, we got him in the two juggle. That's a good one. Oh, and here's another star. With this, oh yeah, and this is another ladder jump, and it's 2 frame perfect. Okay, there we go. That's a hard ladder jump. The other ones are easy. You can only get up there if you jump on the 9th or 10th frame. All right. Actually got time for another donation here.
My pleasure. Eurochan donates $25 and says, the run may be 6 stars, but there must be at least 600 stars behind the scenes at GDQ. Here's to each and every one of you. Thank you so much.
You can do another one, actually.
Certainly. We have a $1,000 donation from Bobot, who says, had to donate during one of my favorite games of all time. Let's see BPM hard mode.
All right, go. So yeah, this level is a bit long, and it's not too much happening. We're interacting between Tim and Tom, basically. But the next level, we're gonna see the return of the boss, and this time, he will be affected by purple chandeliers, the shadow ones. I'm gonna try and do something a bit swaggy here. Oh, we got it. Okay, that's something I barely practiced and never happened. So hey, let's go. Oh yeah, kind of forgot to explain that, but you can hit this guy with 3 hits from 1 chandelier. It's kind of cool. So yeah, you only need 2 chandeliers to kill him. It's a bit tricky to do. Can I just? Yeah, I can just run here now. This kind of prevents me from showing up something else, though. But whatever. That was a really quick level, actually. Oh. All right. So that's it for World 5, which is quite nice. You can actually do another donation now while I'm puzzling, and then I'll introduce World 6 afterwards.
I'm happy to do so. DDR Coder sends in $500 with the comment, Braid is one of my favorite games of all time. I love the art, the music, the puzzles. It's all just so special. I'm delighted to see it run as part of AGDQ. Donation goes to Runner's Choice.
All right, thank you. So yeah, in World 6 is a long and hard world. We have a ring that I can put on the ground that will slow time around the ring's vicinity. But I don't want to use it because it slows on time and it makes the whole speedrun slow. So most of the strategies in this world is to prevent using the ring as much as possible, starting here by putting the ring in a very different place than the game intends. This makes it barely possible for me to get out of this cave where I pick up this puzzle piece. So I'll try and not get stuck in here, but we'll see. And we got it. Oh, that was so close. You can see like Tim got a shave there on his head, basically. I have to use the ring here to slow down these clouds, just for this part and for the next part. And then coming up next is arguably the hardest level in the game, especially if you're playing any percent. With 6 stars, some of the levels become a lot harder though, and it doesn't have a star, but it's still a really tricky level. Basically everything in the next level is to prevent using the ring, and everything is not the way the game was intended. I'm going to start by climbing this ladder very specifically right there. Oh, I got it. Wow, okay. And then I'm going to barely get up here. Maybe. Well, let's try again. There we go. That's tricky. Even if you climb the ladder the way you should, it's still tricky. Then we're going to use a corner boost plus a Goomba boost to get this puzzle piece. There we go. And since it's green, I can just rewind. That's such a cool thing. I'm going to put the ring down on the ground on a very specific spot. 1, 2. That should be good. It's supposed to be on top of the cannon, but that takes forever. Now I have a whole 3 or 4 frames to get out of here, so I should be just fine. Let me just set up the cannonball. There we go. It's a good thing I can freeze time, so I can like set up the... Even with the perfect setup, I still can't get out. There we go. Whew. All right. And now I don't have the ring that I'm supposed to use for this trick, so we'll just gun it. And, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, that's not gonna work. That's the one. Ooh, I said that's the one. There we go. The game just sometimes has to listen to me to behave. All right. And that's Cascade. All right, next level coming up is going to be yet another star. Arguably also top 2 hardest, maybe hardest. That should be good. I had to randomly freeze there. I'm going to explain that later. I'm going to randomly freeze time again. There's stuff off screen that I'm going to manipulate here. And hopefully I can do it right. If I do it right, I get another 3-frame jump. Yay. And I did it. We have a Goomba now on the right side. And he's got over there because I was freezing. And no, that's not going to work. Oh, that did work. Interesting. Oh, but he died. Okay. I have to kill this one. Sorry, you have to die. All right. I was not expecting that to actually work. All right. Okay. I need 2 Goombas to continue. There we go. And here's the star that we're gonna get. And it's also some very precise timing. So I gotta put the ring down basically exactly there. And then I gotta jump out basically exactly now. Let's see if that was good. That was good, but I may be off for the... Yeah, no, that's actually not as good as it looked like. I gotta readjust myself there a little. That should be good. No. Yeah, cat. I gotta go closer to the ring. And there we go. Oh, there we go. First try. All right. And now we can also pick up the puzzle piece. And I really... never mind. It's possible to get a really sick corner boost there. Sorry, didn't get it. All right. Only 1 star left, and it's in the next level. We're getting there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to do a little puzzling here because it's just faster than... I mean, not faster necessarily, easier. All right, this level's a bit complicated. So there are green platform hairs that make me green, which means I am unaffected by time. And I stay green for a couple seconds after leaving the platform, so I can start rewinding time around me while I'm not moving myself for a little bit. And it looks like this. Looks like that. That's a pretty cool thing you can do. Another thing that you can do is that you can stand on a green platform, you can leave the green platform, do a bunch of stuff, rewind back to it, and then forward time again, and then everything you did will be done again. Like I'm pulling this lever, rewinding, forwarding, and the lever is pulled again. And I'll be doing that a lot of times in this level. There we go. So I have to juggle a rabbit here, and that's... Yeah, juggling Goomba is hard. Imagine juggling rabbits. Luckily it's just one. Let's see if we can do this. So the platform's going to be going up with the rabbit and the key on it. So I'm going to do the rewind forward trick again. I'm going to, yeah, platform going up, key and rabbit on it, rewind forward. So the platform will be going up with the key and rabbit on it, but I will be over here. I'm going to aggro the rabbit, rewind forward. And then, no, missed it. Let's try again. There we go. You're supposed to use the ring there for the rabbit, but yeah. And then we have to go the slow way down, unfortunately. Any percent gets to skip this part, but we don't. So this is a bit like 6-star exclusive, the stuff I'm doing right now. And these cycles feel kind of random. So it's kind of random if you get a good or a bad one. It's not random, but you would have to like be consistent on everything else you do before you get to this point to not have it be random, and that is almost impossible. So there we go. I have the key in my hand so I can get the last puzzle piece. We're gonna take this ring away because it slows me down. Oh, come on. There we go. It slows me down so much. All right. In this next level, we're going to be doing an AGDQ exclusive where I'm going to be teleporting Tim, the protagonist on the screen here. Well, I'm going to try to teleport Tim. I get like 50% success rate on this. It doesn't save any time, but it looks cool, and it's AGDQ, so I thought, why not? Let's do it. Let's teleport Tim. Let's see if we can pull it off. I might even give it 2 attempts if I don't get it on the first one. But before we teleport, we have to barely get up here. See if I can make it. That looks good. There we go. Easy. Oh, and we're gonna... I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna do this. There we go. Yeah, that's... I'm green, so I can do like the whole rewind forward thing while I'm green thing. Alright, we're gonna try and teleport him now. So he's gonna pick up this puzzle piece and then teleport back. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Yes, we got it. That's the first team teleport ever in a marathon, I think. There we go. And that's the last... No, it's not the last world of the game, but it's the last world with puzzle pieces and stars. So we're going to the end game now. We're going to world 1, because the worlds are numbered oddly in this game. We have all the puzzle pieces, which means that this ladder I'm climbing up is now complete. So we needed to do that to get to the end. Coming up is an insane trick, probably the hardest trick in the game. It has 2 frame-perfect parts. I'm going to basically jump over a gap that the game didn't think was possible to jump, and we call this jump the task jump. So let's see if we can pull off the task jump here. That's first try! Wow, that might have been a gold split if I was doing it in a run. That never happens. Alright, that's the task jump. Without any errors. That's pretty insane. And that's another cool trick. There we go. So here we are at the last kind of... It's technically not the last level of the game, but it's kind of like the final level. There's like a small story level after this. We finally get to see a princess and a prince and everything. This level has 2 different endings. And one is like a normal ending, the other one's only supposed to be unlocked by getting all the stars. Now we skipped the stars, so we couldn't technically get it, but we're just gonna get it anyway, because it's 50 seconds faster. This level acts like an auto-scroller. You got the fire behind me, I have like things I have to wait for in front of me. But with some very precise maneuvering, we're gonna beat the auto-scroller and unlock the alternative ending, even if we don't have all the stars. We can do this with no stars, to be honest. It's a lot faster, and it's also kind of cool because the princess, yeah, well, let's just take it when we go there. It also makes it possible to soft lock the game, so let's hope that doesn't happen. So it starts with this jump right here, and then I need to get a corner boost here. No, that's not the one I'm looking for. That's the one. There we go. It's a good thing this game has time rewind. I'm still just barely ahead, though. This is going to be tight. Yeah, that's what I thought. Come on. There we go. I have to barely beat that cannonball to beat the auto-scroller. Since I'm a bit tight here, so I might have to do another trick too. We'll see. I'll try and get another corner boost there. Yeah, we got it. Okay, we should be fine then. Yeah. So we're beating the auto-scroller. The fire is far behind us, and it's time to not soft-lock the game. So everything is going backwards in this world. I kind of forgot to say that. So if you see a crushed chandelier on the ground, that means that at some point it's going to come back up in the air, and we can ride this chandelier back up. And that should be the good positioning. Let's get the good timing here. And there we go. Yeah, I guess I should have said volume warning there too. Sorry about that. But yeah, the princess explodes, which is kind of like the alternative ending thing, and I'm not really going to get into the reasons why, because that's kind of the part of the game's story, and I haven't even touched on that, so just leave it up for interpretation for now. Yeah, it's possible to fall off that chandelier while you're going up, and it soft locks the game. And we do have time for a donation now.
Certainly. We have a $150 donation that came in a little earlier from JM Triple J saying, "Can't wait to see this Braid run. Big thanks to the staff and runners for making an awesome event like this possible." Well, I hope you've enjoyed it, JM.
All right, we're going to do a corner boost. No, never mind. But we are going to do another one of those task jumps. At the end here. This one is a little bit easier, which means I'm probably going to fail it. Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. There we go. So we're in the epilogue level now, the last story level. We're basically done. I want to give a shout out to the Braid community, to Kile, who's done the task, to German, who's helped me with so many strats and is also just a boss runner in this game, to Dell, who put together a segmented run, which you should check out. It's awesome. There's also a new task, Braid task out that you also should check out, which is insane. Yeah, so here we go. Final door and time. Sub 28. Well, not for you probably, but for me on my screen on the time here. Yeah. So what was my real time? I can't see the stream right now. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I did beat the challenge time while picking up 6 stars. How about that? Yeah, so I think that's it for me. Shout out to Awesome Games Done Quick for having me, for having Braid, for letting me show off this great run. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say. Take care.
Thank you so much, KanBan, and congratulations on that run. I was watching as much of it as I could, and I followed some of it, but that was running circles around my brain. We have some great incentives still coming up, but you guys, y'all have been doing so amazingly. I wanted to mention the BPM upgrade to hard difficulty. That's done. I wanted to mention Hades. That's been done. What we still have coming up for you is in Cuphead. We've got a choice between Mugman, currently at $1,183.74, and Cuphead himself at $285. You know, as a younger brother and perpetual player too, I respect the big Luigi energy coming out of that donation. But if you'd like to see Cuphead as the player character, you know what to do. And more importantly, we have a donation incentive to play the Last Stand campaign from Left 4 Dead 2. In case you didn't know, and I didn't, I had to look this up, they released a new campaign and a bunch of new maps in September of last year. Yeah, the game's still getting updated, and we would love to play those levels. We are currently at about 1/6 of the way there, so make it happen, chat. I believe in you. I'd like to thank people who are helping us get there, like Courage, who donated $250 and says, "Best of luck, runners. Thanks so much to everyone who is participating and the organizers who work year after year for such a great event." And Nebbles, who donates $25 with the comment, "I can't think of a better time to donate with all the great games tonight. Metroid, Braid, Cuphead, and Hades. Oh my." AGDQ is the perfect way to start off 2021, and I am as excited as ever for the rest of the event. Good luck to all the runners. We're going to have a short presentation from the Prevent Cancer Foundation about their amazing work fighting cancer. So make sure your legs are stretched and you're staying limber, and we'll see you in just a moment.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Awesome Games Done Quick Online 2021. I am Kungfufruitcups. Today I am here joined by Sitapriya Moorthi. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing pretty well. Definitely not just waking up. So Sitapriya is a postdoctoral research associate working with Alice Berger, and they're working on lung cancer. So I wanted to ask first and foremost, can you tell me a little bit more about like what you do?
Sure. So I work, like you mentioned, in Dr. Alice Berger's lab. And our work is basically trying to find out what are the genetic changes that occur and really cause lung cancer in women who have actually never smoked. So this
Oh,
is a very interesting population, both scientifically as well as for the whole community at large, because when people think of lung cancer, they're mostly thinking of people who have either smoked a lot or have had other diseases which causes them to have lung cancer. But what we're seeing is that a large number of people are also getting lung cancer who've actually never had a single cigarette in their lives. So our goal is really to find out why that is happening at the genetic level and really find out if there are any behavioral or environmental factors that are really causing them to get lung cancer. So that's basically the goal of my project.
so can I ask a little bit about if you've had any progress to that research, like any kind of hints or leads on some of these underlying factors?
Yeah, so we have finished quite a bit of work in that area. And we found a couple of genetic factors that actually seem to occur in the cancers in these women.
Okay.
We're also actually trying to find out if there are any hereditary mutations. So, something that is passed down from parents to children that have also been identified. And what we're most excited about is really looking for these patterns in mutations that can give us a hint on what are the environmental or behavioral aspects of individuals. So we have some information on some of these aspects, and some of them are even related to hormone therapy and even living with a person who smokes. So that's where we're at with the research right now.
Okay. Wow. Well, that's great. It's really nice to just be able to kind of narrow that down and give more education to those who, may worry about things like that. And I'm curious about what got you into this in the first place. Like what got you involved in studying into cancers and especially lung cancer?
So I guess this was like really when I was really, really young. And I think in my first biology class, my teacher talked about genetics and DNA and how small changes in something that you can't even see can really change your whole life, not only just in terms of disease, but your health and everything else. And that motivated me to really study biology. And as I started studying more and more science, I really understood how complicated cancer is as a disease and
Mhm.
how much we don't know. And that was really inspiring to me to like really investigate and got my mind churning because there was always another problem to solve. But as now, as a lung cancer biologist, what I came to realize is lung cancer is one of the deadliest forms of cancer, and it doesn't have enough support in terms of funding as some of the other cancers, and the questions are so many that still remain to be answered. So I think those were two motivations to really study lung cancer and really understand what are the genetic causes. So that's kind of my story.
Well, that's great. I mean, thank you so much for helping and working on this kind of thing. With all of your experience so far, do you have any kind of meaningful moments that have happened with you since you've started researching into lung cancer? Like any impactful stories or anything as a result of what you do?
Yeah, so being at the Fred Hutch, I had this wonderful opportunity to interact with a lot of lung cancer advocacy groups, and really, patients have, as a community, are really driving and supporting a lot of the research. So, in one of my interactions, I heard a story from a lung cancer patient, actually a lung cancer survivor, who was himself a doctor and had lived his life to the T, like ate well, did not smoke, did not drink,
Mhm.
and served the community. And then a few years after he retired, he was diagnosed with lung cancer. And that really shook me because usually you associate disease with either people who have habits that may not be like that good or things like that. And then you see a person who's probably lived his best life and still has to face this often deadly disease. And that was something that really shook me. And I recognized, like, I need to go back and work on my project like right away. And that was really inspiring. And stories like this, and I'm constantly engaged with such groups because that really gives me inspiration and purpose. Because a lot of times people think of scientists tucked away in their lab somewhere, but I think this engagement really inspires me every day. So I think that's a story that I think I'll always hold close to myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, like you said, it helps to keep you motivated and be aware that it's not just those who, it's not just people who smoke. It could be anyone. Do you
Yeah.
think? I mean, is there anything that you can say about like a community that you think this would best reach to? I feel like it's everyone.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. So, our study, so there has been some evidence that women tend to get lung cancer more than men, especially in this never smoker cohort. But essentially, any discovery from my work would be impactful to the community at large. Because just because it's specific to my cohort that I'm studying doesn't mean it doesn't impact other cancers or other
Mm.
diseases, even. And it could just give us a new insight into the disease as a whole. So I think like this is massively beneficial to everyone, and especially to individuals who've really never smoked and still have lung cancer.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. So thank you so much for doing all the work that you do. Um, in terms of working with PCF, is this how much? Tell me about what you know about Awesome Games Done Quick. Like, what's your experience with that? Do you know much about gaming or any?
Okay, I don't know much about gaming. I must admit, I've spent all my life doing science, but I think the pandemic, my husband is a huge gamer, so he
Okay.
encouraged me to start playing Overcooked. I'm not great at it, but it's a start. But I mean, honestly, I'd like to take this opportunity to really thank the Prevent Cancer Foundation and you guys for doing this amazing thing. And I think, no, I mean, like, it's really important for me to like let everyone know, especially projects like these. Tend to be the riskier projects. They're very exploratory. People don't know what you're going to find. And so
Right.
support for such research is so important. And not just my work, all the work you guys support is really valuable and really supports young scientists like us to really go with an idea. And I feel like this is the kind of support everyone needs to really get interesting projects off the ground and possibly find the next cure. So I'm really grateful to the community as well as the Prevent Cancer Foundation.
Well, hey, it's such a pleasure to be able to work with you and to be able to represent the Prevent Cancer Foundation. It's something that I know those of us at Games Done Quick have always been happy to support. So it's great to be able to talk with you today and to learn more. Before we go, is there anything else you'd like to include, like maybe a game you're looking forward to, or something interesting about speedrunning, or just whatever else you want to
I'm
mention?
going to be really honest. This is going to be my first time watching, so I'm
Okay.
really excited. Um, but I just want to thank everybody for making the effort to do something good. And I think this really brings a community together. I think scientists and the rest of the world often seem very disparate, but I think this is going to be a great step in really bridging that gap. And we can all get together and do something that we love and enjoy, and also help save lives. So thank you very much.
Yeah, of course. Well, it's been so nice talking with you today. Once again, this was Sitapriya, and I'm Fu, and I will see you all in just a little while. Get ready for the next game coming up. Very excited. Thank you so much again talking with me. I appreciate it.
Nice chatting with you.
Welcome back to Awesome Games Done Quick 2021 Online. My name is ateatree, and it is my sincere pleasure to see you here today. Y'all, you have blown me away. Our $25 train from Metroid Prime continues chugging along. We have $25 from Grimwit, $25 from Sean B, $25 from MD Lat QP, and $25 from Fitz, among many, many others. Thank you all so much.